Mr. Snerdley, pop quiz. What was the last year? What was the last year that Americans were able to keep every dollar they earned? Your first instance, you were 13, you're right. Up until 1913, everybody, the robber barons, the poor, everybody kept 100% of what they earned. Well, there were temporary levies, maybe, in the rich Civil War, but in terms of no income tax. What made us explode into an industrial giant? Well, here's my point, though. My point is 1930. We're talking about redistribution of wealth and charity and all that. Catholic Church, any church. You know, because the guy had a good point. I mean, if you there's nothing liberal about pro-life, nothing liberal about anti-gay marriage. If you look at morality, the morality of the Bible, the morality of the Old and New Testament, there's nothing leftist about it. The closest the leftists can come to claiming Christianity is socialism is to misinterpret and misimply the words, deeds of Jesus. But everywhere else, the morality of the Bible does not ever come in contact with the belief system of the left. Okay? And yet, all these churches are socialists. The bishops, the monsignors, the popes, they've all been, well, not all of them, but the Episcopalians, the Methodists, my church, they're worse than ever. And why? Because they were able to get away with saying that the redistribution of wealth, socialism, was charity. That the only reason government was taking money was to give to the disadvantaged. It's charity. And so you had to support it. And it gave you cover. But the fact of the matter is, I find this fascinating. And it's to put it in anybody can sit and say, we didn't have any income tax until 1913. Oh, okay, so what? This is 2013. 1913 is a long time ago. It's a different world. Right, but back in 1911, 1912, 1910, you picked a year. With nobody paying any income tax, we had a public school system. We had roads. We had bridges. We had an army. We had a navy. And they were winning wars. What else we have? We had colleges. We had public school system. We had colleges. We had doctors and health care. We had all kinds of stuff. How was that possible? How do we have all that without the government providing it? Well, that's why people earned it. That's right. And things were priced according to their ability to pay for them or afford them. And Mr. Limbaugh, are you seriously arguing for the elimination of the income? No. I mean, I'd celebrate it if it happened, and I'd be the first one to sign it. But I'm also a realist. But the income tax doesn't come close now to funding the government's level of spending. I mean, the indebtedness that we're piling up here. So, no, we didn't have political correctness. And you know what else? We didn't have gyms, and we didn't have sneakers and workouts and all that stuff. And back in those days, a portly man was the sign of success and dominance and power. I envy those days. Just kidding, of course. No, I just think it's fascinating that we had all of the infrastructure and we had a decent education system without an income tax. Could we do it again? Yeah, probably, but it never will happen.